Trying to get the best lighting for you guys to see. I hope this looks good enough for you guys to see. All right, guys, happy Halloween. It has been a while since I came on here and did a live, but I had the pleasure of being offered to come on live and create a Halloween look with you guys. I already have a heart drawn onto my eye. If you can't guess what I will be creating today, it's going to be Queen of Hearts. I did create this a few days ago, and I wanted to actually do a live video showing you guys how to recreate it if you're trying to think of any last minute makeup to do for tomorrow. So I'm gonna start off with telling you guys what I used on the skin. Um, so let's pull that up here. Oh, I don't see it here. All right, so I started off with Stay Beauty. This is their Slip Tint. It is a tinted moisturizer. It also has SPF 2035 in it. And I use the color number 8. And this is just a super lightweight tinted moisturizer for the skin. It does give you a little bit of color, but it is not going to be super heavy like a foundation, which I love. I don't really like using foundation as much unless I really need to. This is more of a like everyday, just a pop of color and a nice glow to the skin. And they do have a ton of different colors in the slip tint. So if you guys are interested in Say Beauty's tinted moisturizer, I would definitely take a look at the different colors they have and match them up to your skin complexion. So I use this on the skin before doing anything else. Um, on the eyes, I did use an eye primer. Let me pull it up. Let's close that out. All right, I don't think that's gonna close, but I'm just, there we go. So the primer that I did use on my eye, it is from MTU. I showed you guys this in a previous live video. It comes inside of this little tube and it has a brush already, so you can just pat it on the eye. And I usually just like to use my ring finger and just pat it in. It's not going to get really give you much color. This is more to help the shadow that you're going to apply on easily glide on, easily blend into your eyelid, and it also helps the eyeshadow last much longer than any other product that you would use before. So I usually use either eye primer or concealer. And again, this is from MTU. And it's their brand is super affordable on top of it. So this was only $6.80, which is amazing. And it comes in this long tube. So it will last you a long time. A little bit goes a long way. You do not you need to use a ton of this. Um, so I did use this on this eye, and I also applied a supernatural eyeshadow to my eyelid. And then on this eye, I actually used a metallic liquid lipstick. Let me show you guys which one I used. So I used this metallic liquid lip from MTU as well. And it's actually on sale. It's only $6.80, which is amazing for this product. Um, if you guys have never used liquid lipsticks before, they are more on the matte side, so they are going to be a little drier on the lips. So I highly recommend using a lip balm before, or if you're somebody that doesn't really like a matte finish, you can of course put a lip gloss on top and it'll give it a nice shine, but it will still last on the lips. So this is their metallic. Let me tell you guys the color, Empire State. So as you can see, it does come with a really easy to use apply brush, and I actually just paint it on this heart using this brush. So I literally just did the shape of my heart and then I went and I filled in the rest of my eye with this. So we're actually going to continue working with this when I do my wing liner that I'm going to create, and I'm also going to draw in a red brow, and we're going to use this for that. So let me just jump right into that. So I'm using a brush. I'm using a This brush looks really crazy, but I'm using like a flat angled brush so that it's easy for me to draw on um that liner that I'm gonna do. And I'm actually gonna just run and grab a little handheld mirror so that I can do that while I have you guys on camera. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so I am back and I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that wing liner. So when I'm doing wing liner, I do like to start with the center and then I work my way to the corner. So I'm starting with the center of my eye and then I'm gonna slowly move down to the corners of my eye. And the good thing with using this type of angle brush is that it's very easy to get the shape that you want. So if you're doing like a cat eye, a winged liner, they're both the same to me. I know that they're kind of different in their own way, but you want to always use an angle brush to get the proper wing tip. So now I'm going to draw in that wing tip. Okay. So again, this is a liquid lipstick, as you can see. It's perfectly fine to use it on the eye. It is going to get a little drier, like I mentioned to you guys. It is a matte finish, so it's going to be a little dry, but it's going to last on the eyelid, and that's what I care about most, the longevity of the makeup that I'm applying on, especially you want something that's going to last you pretty long. Okay, and then now I'm going to draw in my brows. I'm going to come back to the eyes. Actually, let's finish up the eyes first before we move to the brows. All right, and then now I'm going to just draw in the shape of the brow that I would like. And again, if you guys are just joining, this is a Queen of Hearts makeup look that I'm doing for Halloween. I actually did it a few days ago. Um, just for some content, just for some really cool pictures, I used this liquid lipstick to form the heart on my right eye. And then the left eye, I'm going to give you a whole different look just to keep it funky and fun. Let's see. So we're drawing on that brow, just trying to cover the natural color of my eyebrows and give you more of a red eyebrow look. And what I do love about this product is that it's super smooth and easy to blend in and move around in whatever way that you're using it. So it's gliding on very easy on my brows, and my brows are really dark. My brows are very close to being black, so it's nice that it kind of covers the color of my brows. And if you want your brows to be completely covered, you can actually put concealer beforehand, just to kind of make the red pop out even more and not see much of your natural brow color. But as you can see, my brow color is pretty covered. There we go. So that brow is on. I'm going to shape it a little bit more. I'm just using the brush now to blend it in. So when I'm drawing in my brows, I usually use a concealer at the bottom just to kind of perfect the shape. But because this is a Halloween look, you don't really have to do too much perfecting because it's supposed to be more artsy and creative. But for everyday brow, I would most definitely put concealer at the bottom just to make the shape pop out even more. So you guys can see that red brow is on. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more. So that red brow is on. Okay, we have a red eyebrow now. And then now I'm going to continue my eye look that I was doing. So I'm just going to draw in a red line um, in the crease of my eye, which is going to create more of like a graphic liner look. So I'm going to start from the corner this time and kind of just follow the natural shape of my crease. So you're going to do it super light and not too heavy because you want it to be more a thin liner. There we go. Okay, so then we have that other red line right in the crease of the eyelid. And then I'm also going to put some red at the waterline. I love putting liner in the waterline of my eye because my actual eye is more on the smaller side. So applying anything in the waterline, whether it's mascara or liner, it gives my eyes um, it gives the effect that my eyes are bigger than what they actually are. So I'm using that same red liquid lipstick and I'm just putting it here at the waterline of my eye. And if you want to be dramatic and bring it down a little bit more, you totally can. Just make sure you have a brush to blend it out. And I love this red because it's more on the metallic side. So even though it's matte, it still gives you like this nice sheen color. There we go. So we have this eye completed now. Um, and I did not get to show you guys, but to actually apply the natural color eyeshadow that I do have on this eyelid, I did use the MTU eyeshadow palette in Uptown Downtown. I don't have it on here right now, but you guys can see it on the screen. Excuse me, it is a natural color. Neutral colored palette, and I decided to use the lightest color shade in that palette. If you guys could see it on the screen, it's on the top left hand side. I use that neutral color on my eyelid just so that when I'm applying that red, the red will pop out even more. And again, this brand is super affordable. So the palette is cent and you get 6 shadows in there. It's a really good size, a travel size. You could throw it in any bag and go, which I love because if you're in a rush and you need to do your makeup on the go, you obviously don't want to have a huge size palette to carry around. So I definitely suggest their palettes, and they're also super pigmented. So you definitely get a bang for your buck with this eyeshadow palette. Um, so let me see if I can show you guys the brush that I used. There we go. So I actually purchased from the Verishop app this duo set. It comes with this shadow brush, and then it also comes with more of a like dome shadow brush. They're both the same size. The shape of the brush is just different. I've been using and abusing this one to apply my shadows, and I like it because it's a pretty flat brush, but also very fluffy. So I kind of just pat my shadows onto the eyelid, and then I take a blending brush from whatever brand, and I just go back and forth in a sweeping motion and just blend the shadow into my eye. And I love this again because of the size. It's a super small size, easy to travel with. It's only $8.50 for the duo. You not only get this brush, but you also get the other dome shaped brush that I just mentioned to you guys. So definitely take advantage of that. Um, and I'm not going to actually put these on the eye right now, but when I did this look, I actually used these sequins. It's heart-shaped sequins, you guys can see here. And once you actually have this on the eye, it is a little, well, it's dry already. So as I'm applying it and it's drying down, I would take a flashy brush and I would just dip it in here and pat it onto my eye while the liquid lipstick is still a little like tacky and sticky, because this will just stick right on and you don't have to worry about using like a glue or a gloss. You can kind of just use the product that's already on the eye and just pat this on. So I basically cover this entire heart on my eye using the sequence here. And this I actually picked up from Michael's. Michael's is my best friend. Michael's is my Sephora. And I picked these up to use on my eyelid. Now, if you want to get extra fancy, you can go ahead and get some red rhinestones and actually line them on this graphic liner in the crease of your eye just to make it pop out more. And you also can line your waterline with some rhinestones, which if you watched my preview video, I did have rhinestones on top of the graphic liner and I also had it at the bottom, which gave even more of a dramatic effect to the makeup. And then I'm also going to be using the same red metallic lipstick. I'm going to put it back up so you guys can see it again. I'm going to be using this on the lips. So again, it's a metallic, so it has a sheen to it and it's matte. So it's going to dry down pretty matte. With liquid lipsticks, you don't really have to use a lip liner, especially if it has a mango shade brush already. You kind of follow the natural line of your lips. Um, but if you're not really using red, I would definitely say to get yourself a red liner. Or I also sometimes like using brown, because I use brown around the line of my lip and inside of the corners. And I feel like it gives the lips even more of a like perfected shape. So that's my little trick. I like to use a dark brown lip liner with my red or even with my neutral colors. So now I have that lipstick on. Um, and I'm going to also use another product from MTU. But before I do that, I would definitely suggest using some mascara just to make the eyes pop out more. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some black mascara on. And like I mentioned to you guys, I do like using mascara in the bottom eyelid as well. Oops. I do like using mascara at the waterline as well because my eyes are more on the smaller side. I think it allows my eyes to look a little bigger and pop out more. I'm just using a little bit. I'm not going to put a lot in the bottom because I don't really want the black to get all over the red and take away from it. But you can already see the difference in this eye and this eye, how much the mascara makes my eyes pop out even more. There we go. I'm gonna put some more. Gonna put some more on the waterline, and then we're gonna finish off the face. I'll also have some roses here that, well, they're carnations, they're red carnations, that I did put inside of my bun and around my bun just to give even more of a dramatic Queen of Hearts effect. There we go. So mascara's on now. And this is, it looks a mess. Obviously, I love this product. I use it all the time. This is another product from MTU. It's on sale right now for $7.65. It's a cream blush. It is super pigmented. You do not need to use a lot of this, especially if you're using the red because it's going to give you a lot of color. And I like to just use either a brush or my fingers. So as you can see, I'm going to just put some here on my cheek. There you go. Give me a nice pop of color. I like to blend my blushes up into my cheek. And I learned this from one of my friends that is a makeup artist to blend the blush up into your cheek so that it's not just blush sitting here and then your bronzer and then your highlighter. You kind of want to blend everything in together. So if I had a brush, I would take my brush and kind of just blend it upwards into my bronzer that I already have on. Same for my bronzer and my highlighter. You want to kind of have them all blended together and not be like super separated on the face. Um, so now that we have that blush on, here are the red carnations I was telling you guys about. So I'm going to put some in my bun. And this is like so easy for you guys to create if you don't have a costume, don't know really what makeup to do, you can totally create this at home. Let's see. And for an outfit, you can either put on like a red dress, put on like a little black dress with some heels. And I feel like the makeup is super like dramatic and over the top that you don't need to you don't really have to buy a costume if you don't have the time to. If the makeup is dramatic as this is, I feel like it should be the star of the show. Um, so I'm just randomly putting these in my bun. I'm not even using bobby pins. I'm just kind of sticking them in, which is what I also did the first time I created this, and it worked pretty well. It didn't really, the flowers didn't really fall out. They were secure. But if you do have more of like straight hair, you may want to get some bobby pins or stick pins just to keep the flowers secured and in place. I'm just randomly putting them all over. And the great thing with Halloween is that it's more like a creative thing. You do what you want, you wear what you want, and I feel like it's perfect for anyone that has a creative eye that wants to create something like edgy or weird. I feel like there shouldn't be any type of judgment on Halloween because it's just a holiday to have fun, you know? So there's the flowers in there. Like it's super cute. So this is my Queen of Hearts look, and I of course would put on some probably some super dramatic earrings to tie in the look together. I actually have a black corset. I would put on a black corset with this, probably some like leather pants, a leather skirt, some heels. And again, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, you can definitely pick up these red heart sequins from Michaels and dab them right onto this heart to make it even more dramatic and make it pop out even more. And if you have some red rhinestones or you want to purchase some red rhinestones, you can also get some from Michaels and just kind of line it on that grass line in the crease of your eye and also line it at the bottom as well. Um, and as I mentioned earlier, I did show all you guys already on the screen. Every product I used was from MTU, except for the skin. The skin I did use the Say Beauty Slip Tint. But MTU is such a great brand as far as quality, as far as pigmentation. Everything that I've used is super pigmented. It lasts me for a very long time, especially this liquid lipstick. I have it all over my face, my brows, my eyes, my lips. Um, and I'm very impressed by the product, especially the pricing of it. Almost all the products I showed you are on sale right now. So you guys should definitely take advantage. And if you purchase anything during this live or up until half an hour after, you will get 15% off. So make sure to take advantage of that on top of the sale that's already going on. And that is it for me. I'm going to end my live. I hope you guys have a great Halloween weekend. I hope tomorrow is a great holiday for you. I hope you guys get creative and recreate this look. And I want to wish you guys a great night and thank you for watching.